When Thomas puffed along his branch line, he always looked forward to something special. The sight of the river. Thomas often wanted to stay and walk, but his driver said no. What would the Topham Hatt say if we were late? Every time he saw another engine, he would say,
"Oh, yes, you should."
But they all had the same answer.
Please don't go fishing.
So you stick in the mud.
One day, he stopped as usual to take him water at the station by the river. Out of order.
Bother!
Never mind. We'll get some water from the river. They found a bucket and some rope and went to the bridge. Then the driver left the bucket down to the water. The bucket was old and had 5 holes, so they had to fill it up, and empty it into Thomas's tanks as quickly as they could, several times over. They finished at last.
That's good. That's good.
Annie and Clarabelle ran happily behind. Suddenly, Thomas began to feel a pain in his boiler. Steam began to hiss in it with his safety valve in an alarming way. There's too much steam!
Oh dear! I'm going to burst! I'm going to burst!
They dammed down his fire and then struggled on.
I've got such a pain! I've got such a pain!
They stopped just outside the last station. Uncoupled Annie and Clarabelle and ran Thomas, who was still hissing fit to burst, on the siding right out of the way. Then, while the conductor telephoned for an engine inspector, the driver found notice in large letters, which he hung on Thomas's front and behind. Danger. Keep away. Soon, the inspector and for Topham had arrived.
Cheer up, Thomas. We'll soon put you right.
The driver told them what happened.
So the feed pipe is blocked. I'll just look in the tanks.
Climbed up and peered in. Then he came down.
Excuse me, sir. Please look in the tank and tell me what you see.
Certainly, Inspector.
He clambered up, looked in, and nearly fell out of surprise.
Inspector, can you see fish? Gracious goodness me! How did the fish get there, driver?
We must have fished them from the river with our bucket.
Well, Thomas, so you and your driver had been fishing, but fish don't suit you. We must get them out.
They all took turns fishing into Thomas's tank while Sir Topham Hatt looked down and told them how to do it. When they had caught all the fish, they had a lovely picnic supper of fish and chips.
That was good. But fish don't suit you, Thomas, so you mustn't do it again.